complimentary, okay? Oh gosh. So you're about to listen to what was meant to be part 2 of how are you coping with the lockdown. And we had part 1 recorded, and then we recorded part 2. Part one got corrupted. Don't ask me how. Alison, please, Ali, please.
The Dark Lord.
Intercepted and ruined. Intercepted this amazing, I think, a very good episode.
It was like that black goo in Prometheus. That's what happened to it.
Wow, that is such a specific analogy. Wow, but you know what?
Alien fans out there, not that I've seen Alien, but still.
It feels worse than that, because when it corrupted, honestly, because what you're going to hear now is part 2, but I think it's a good part 2, with Fleur and L. But annoyingly, part 1 is gone, so we're going to call this episode part 2. And
Part 1.
Wow.
Part 1. You cussed me out, but you can't get the numbers right.
I mean, in the previous episode, you're going to hear about my maths, so we will be my maths GCSE. So.
Oh, yeah. I gave her numbers. She couldn't do the numbers.
There's no. So you're going to hear part 2 revamped as part 1. And then the part 2 we are going to record and will be the following episode. So any references to this being part 2 and any references to part 1, just know that that's dead.
Yeah.
Part 1 died.
Corrupt. It's as dead as the dodo.
Okay, enjoy this episode, guys.
I couldn't think of any other extinct animals.
I mean, you know what? Yeah, they are. I'm so glad those documentaries are working for you.
I'm learning.
On that note, enjoy this episode. Bye. What was your life like before, and how has it changed since lockdown?
Yeah, for me, it's the same sort of waking up early, going to work, commuting to Central, and the one thing I do not miss, and I'm very grateful for, is not commuting in peak hours.
Oh yeah,
because like the worst thing you could ever do. And yeah, so it was quite busy. At least Monday to Friday, it was quite busy. And after work, I'd either go meet my boyfriend or like try and go gym or do something. And then weekends again, like either like do something with my boyfriend, friends, or like with my family and stuff. Yeah.
But now, what are you doing every day during lockdown?
Just spending time with my parents, which is quite nice. I do like that, so I don't mind. Like for me, it's not a problem in that sense. Like I know that some people have not had such an easy time with the people that they live with, whether it's like roommates or like family members. But I don't have an issue in that sense. For me, it's just not being able to see other people. That's the issue. Like people that I would have normally seen on a regular basis. Like this is the longest I've not seen my sister since I've been born.
Oh wow! Because she's moved out since marriage, hasn't she? So, but normally, even after marriage, is it fair to say that you saw her a lot?
We used to see each other at least once a week.
Oh.
Once or twice a week, we'd still see each other. So it's a huge change. I know it's been quite hard for her, and it's been obviously quite hard for us 3 here as well. So yeah, it's tough.
That's crazy. Yeah, like this kind of forced separation. I've heard both sides of what you're saying, like family spending more time than they never would have. Another friend I spoke to recently, they run several cafes and restaurants, so they're all, and it's just her and one other sibling in uni, and she was saying how they're not normally all in the house at the same time because of the different shifts and stuff, and she works in another very demanding industry as well, and she was like, it's just weird, we're all here at the same time. And I was just, so I thought that was quite sweet. But then at the same time, I've heard again people being separated from parents and sort of family members. So I get that. Elle, what about you?
Yeah, changed a lot. I was used to the whole commuting to work, spending all day at work, then coming home sort of routine. I would often like socialise in the evenings or weekends, just meeting up with friends, doing activities together. So obviously that is not happening anymore. I'm now working from home, so I kind of get more time to like have a lie-in the morning because I don't have that commute. And then I would say the socialising has been replaced with like phone calls instead. So I feel like more connected to friends than usual in a way because we're making more conscious effort to like have phone calls and things, and it's just so easy to organise. You can do it at the last minute. And yeah, just way more time is being spent at home. Like just I've had more time to like do some exercising at home, like try different types of exercise. It doesn't necessarily have to be, you don't have to be in a studio to do it. Like there's plenty of online classes you could be doing.
That's true.
I guess because you feel comfortable in your own space, like no one's watching you in a way, unless you're on like a Zoom call or something, so you feel like yourself, that's fine. And yeah, just more time just chilling and yeah, like relaxing and spending time with family, that sort of thing. Nice.
So you it sounds like you're saying it's more had quite a positive change. You feel like you're actually interacting more.
I think it's had a positive effect on me. I feel quite lucky in that sense. Obviously, people aren't in the best of places at the moment. But yeah, I've tried to make the best of it and not like let it get me down too much, because you've got to stay as positive as you can at this time.
I agree with that. What about you, Ali? How's it impacted your life? What was your life like before? And what is it like now?
So life before what's happened, you know, I was quite active in my job and I was running around. We work in very similar industries, so to go from being quite a busy industry and never sort of sitting down for long periods of time to literally nothing, it has been difficult, and I've grown accustomed to it, but my preference is to be at work. I didn't think I would appreciate my job as much as I do now, and it makes me quite sad. Like there'll be times where, you know, I get up in the morning, but I can't be asked to go to work, blah blah blah. And now this has happened. I'm like, I should have taken those days in.
It's funny, isn't it? So many times, because me and Ali have gone to a routine because we're both up quite early, from like maybe 6:30ish, 7ish in the morning. Like we're both like awake, and we actually gone to a routine of like just voice noting each other in the morning. So when you're getting ready, when I'm driving into work, like we're both complaining like, why am I awake? Why can't I stay in bed? And I was just like, oh, I'm still in my bed. It's 10:35 in the morning. I'm still in bed.
But you know what? I miss that. There were times where like I would get up early or be awake early, but times where I've had to go into work where you haven't, and I've been up early, and I'm like, I hate this because I love the routine of the fact that I'm messaging friends who are also
suffering,
going to work at the same time to myself, and it's just like, it's very lonely.
Oh yeah, that was quite funny. That was quite funny because I think I woke up like 11-12 and I saw messages from like 7 a.m. of you just going, I'm sad. Like, why is the bus empty? What? It's like apocalyptic.
You don't realise like your routine and people who interact within your routine until that's gone. Because I had to go to work when all this has happened, and every situation is different. Every sort of establishment is different. So I couldn't sort of necessarily rely on my friends being up and ready when I was. And getting ready at that time, we're used to sort of having at least 2 friends messaging you during that period, and they're not doing that. I'm like, this is really sad. And on the train going to work, I'm like, oh, no one's messaging me. This is really boring and like sad.
Yeah.
Like, you don't realise that until it's gone. My goodness.
Yeah.
But how I'm coping in general, sort of, I was about to touch it there. I'm managing, but it's a strange situation. It's definitely something to remember, and I'm hoping it doesn't go on for too much longer. So I've got to say, like, I miss routine.
We're
I miss socializing, but we'll see how we go.
Yeah, we're 1 month in at this point of recording. With prospects and a lot of conversations saying it's at least going to be 3 months. So for a third of the way there, that's something to celebrate. Yay.
Yeah, exactly.
Yay. I heard a very quiet woo, but I don't know who it was. Woo. So was that heartfelt? Was that genuine? Was that all we've got? Just a little woo. Oh, woo.
I think one thing I'm really gutted about is knowing that I'm going to spend my birthday.
Oh, yeah. You're one of the memes.
No.
Happy birthday. Have you seen the video of the guy wearing a mask? And he's got a cake and he's FaceTiming on his family and he uses a hairdryer to blow up the cake.
Yeah, I've seen that, but you know what, babes? We can do that as well. For you,
We
you're
will
worth it.
get that hairdryer ready,
You're
it's okay.
You're worth it.
Oh, no, same with my niece turning 5 in a couple of days. Like she was meant to have a unicorn party.
Is it the one that was doing the yoga?
Yeah.
Morning?
She's my. I have one niece. Ali. I know I have bare cousins, but yeah, my niece. She was doing yoga.
So cute.
I know.
Yoga was so cute. I can't do that. That breaks my heart.
And she's doing it
But,
properly.
But going back to like young children, like so, where I work, I do dominantly younger children, and it does make me sad that they're not around their friends.
Yeah.
And with what's happening, so I work in a very small establishment, and we had young people who were literally the only person in their group of that age.
Oh.
Like, we had, how many? Maximum 13 young people out of 210 turn up. 13
Wow.
13 out of 210 turns up to where I work.
Because they're children of key workers and vulnerable children, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the highest number. Lowest number we've had is 6.
Damn. So how many staff members would be there for 6 kids?
It changes. It changes. At the moment now we have about maybe 5 or 6 key workers.
Okay.
So 5 or 6 members of staff.
Yeah.
But when we started, it was about, if I'm being very open and general about adults working, about 13 members of staff
Wow.
to 12 children.
That's quite standard. Yeah, that's quite standard. My provision is
it's a mess right now. It's a mess right now. That's why we sort of downplayed it. Not downplayed, but downsized.
Oh yeah, to suit the numbers. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think places for young people, schools, nurseries, all sorts, are just kind of trying to figure out what the best approach is, because there was warning of closures, but there wasn't. It was. I felt like it was quite last minute when it was confirmed.
Ridiculous.
And I felt like that built a lot of anxiety, not in adults, but a lot in the young people.
It was her last minute. They said on the Wednesday schools are closing down. So you usually had Thursday, Friday, and then Monday schools were closed.
Yeah, but I know a lot of places, a lot of provisions actually had staff members go in. All staff members go in Monday, Tuesday, didn't they?
Yeah, I went in on the Monday.
Yeah.
Well, we've been open since Monday, but I went on the Monday. But you literally had 2 days to prep.
Yeah, that is very stressful in terms of when you've got to think about vulnerable children, safeguarding issues. A lot of kids are actually much safer At school.
In school, yeah. And I find it actually quite insulting that, you know, the government think it's okay. I mean, I don't want to go into it too much, but I think it's quite insulting that they think it's okay to literally announce the closure of schools 2 days, not even 2 weeks, 2 days before they actually officially close. What do they think? And the reason I'm annoyed is because do they not think that, you know, there's planning, arrangements, that there's so much that goes into schools, and you think all of it can be shut down within 2 days? All of it can be sorted within 2 days.
Yeah.
And it's not even 2 full days. It's what, 12 to 18 hours.
Yeah.
All that had to be arranged, and that's why I'm insulted by it. That's why I'm insulted. So you think basically schools can, and I work in a smaller school. Can you imagine? Big ones
suffered.
Yeah.
Big ones definitely suffered. And
can you imagine that?
And that's the last contact. That's the longest contact you'd have with young people. But that's like a whole. That's a whole other thing. Because just to redirect back to how lockdown is affecting us, kind of just our level. Because I think we could talk about. I mean, definitely, I think we're going to naturally touch upon how society is being affected now. I think we're in a culture now where we are relying on social media quite a lot for interactions. We're seeing celebrities do lives and offer, PE classes like Joe Wicks, and we're seeing, which are absolutely amazing. And just, celebrities doing lives and sharing recipes and workout routines. I don't think people are actually watching Chris Hemsworth to work out with him. I think they're just watching him, to be fair. But we're in a very funny Flash is like, yes. I saw a meme of just Rebel Wilson eating ice cream, just like, this is me watching Chris Hemsworth in his videos. It's true, no one's going to do his level of workout. Like, at least Joe Wicks is making it accessible for young people. But yeah, we're on a culture where I think we're relying a lot on social media, but what's it going to be like when we're let back out? Does anybody know? Like,
I don't know. Yeah. It won't be the same, that's for sure. I think people will start to realise that things that could be done, that we thought we needed to be in person to do, will no longer be required. So let's say meetings at work, they can easily be done via video conferencing or conference calls. You'll find that your workload can be done electronically, so you might be able to work from home more often, and your boss might be understanding about it because they've seen that you could do it during this lockdown period and you could prove to yourself that you could do it. So yeah, it might be more flexible working arrangements in that sense. People might find that they don't need to necessarily socialise so much, and they can use means like FaceTime to keep in contact with people, and they might find that they've enjoyed this time to themselves so much that they want more time for themselves in the future, because I think people are always lacking that time for self-care.
That's true, actually. That I felt like that was slightly shady, because I felt like I resonated with that, because I think I was, like, I even said it openly with, like, my colleagues. Like, I was like, yeah, I rely a lot on interacting with other people to not be left alone with my thoughts, and suddenly to be inside a lot and spending more time with myself, I'm like, oh, actually, yeah, I kind of do like this whole slowing down movement. And that reminds me, there is a thing called a Twitter group called Radical Slowing, which was recommended through the Don't Frown podcast. Shout out Tanya, love ya. And it's got loads of lovely tips on how to take advantage of slowing down. Are you okay? I'm here talking very seriously, and I can just see Ali put food in her mouth. I've had enough.
I'm concerned because, like, I'm eating.
Yeah.
I need to eat, but Fleur and L just like pissed themselves. What's funny?
Well, is it to do with how you're interacting with the camera?
I'm I'm on mute.
You don't need to chew like a. You don't need to chew like a camel, my friend. You're enjoying the food too much. That cost me a buck.
It's literally crackers and cheese dip. This is my life right now.
So that's another answer for
nothing special, nothing fun.
Nothing fresh or fun. I bought so many vegetables today. I've never been so grateful to buy vegetables. My gosh. But oh god, yeah. How have you guys found shopping during this lockdown experience?
I was just going to ask you, because you guys have been going out to shop. How are the
Annoying. Always a queue.
But you know what?
I don't want to go to shops anymore.
Yeah, like you genuinely only want to go out for a big shop. There's absolutely like it really. I mean, obviously the recommendation by the government is to not go out as often and only do essential items. So, but for example, you right there. I don't know where that. For example, we've got like a corner shop down the road at Londis, and like I live with Asian parents, so their tea bags there's never enough. There's never enough tea bags. There's never enough biscuits. So I have found myself doing the little trips as well because I'm the least vulnerable in the house. But even then, they will have queues. They would have big plastic sheeting covering the staff members. All the staff members have masks. Yeah, like it's intense. But today, for the first time, it's really good. They did that quite early, and it's good because of course they interact with the most people. But
exactly.
A really good thing I saw today is in Lidl. After I only queued about 5-10 minutes, there was anti-bac right at the entrance when you walked in.
Ooh.
And spray and tissue paper that you could wipe the basket down with before shopping with it.
Nice.
And I was like, damn, this should be like, that's a really good idea. Like, because if you are caring about what you're doing when you're out and about, stuff like that is like touched by a lot of people, and I thought that was absolutely brilliant.
What about the social distancing with like other customers in like shops and stuff? Are people actually adhering to it, or?
At first, I don't think they did. I saw a lot of like busy shops queuing. People weren't like queuing 2 meters apart. But supermarkets have started like putting like they're taping like crosses and boxes on the floor, so that so when you queue, you're actually far away, and people are definitely sticking to it now, which I think is really, really good.
That's good.
No, I agree, but then again, I've had stories that my mum was telling me today about someone who wasn't adhering to social distancing.
Social distancing.
I hate this. I do phonics, but can I split my sound? Social distancing rules, because I was saying, like, apparently there's someone who was literally like an inch behind her all the time, and it was irking my mum. And so you'd hope, exactly. People used to they do what they want to do, don't they? It's kind of.
That sounds kind of dangerous.
Legit.
It shouldn't be that close.
I don't know this woman, like, she was just there. My mum was like, my mum was to cut her out, but like, you don't know how people can be, so like, she don't get stabbed. So it's just like, that was her mindset, corona or stabbing.
Do I want the Rona or do I want the knife? Oh god. I mean, knife crime has gone down, but
it has, because no one's going outside.
But I did.
No one's outside.
No, that's the thing. It's another opposition, and it's the ops. Like now it's just the virus. Like it's not someone in a belly and a bloody machete in their back pocket. It's just a virus. So, but then I did see something in the news about a stabbing, in the middle of the night. So, yeah, there was a stabbing somewhere in Peckham, if I'm to be corrected, and I don't know if it was fatal, but I think it was like a 15-year-old was stabbed. And it's just like, bro, stay in your house. But clearly that was organised because...
Crazy.
And yeah, I can imagine in the late hours of the night, you probably felt like they could go out, but it's sad because hospitals are already so overrun, aren't they? Like,
I
I've definitely clapped for the NHS because I know that they're struggling, but they need more than a clap. They need money.
I know, exactly.
They need a pay rise.
That's
and
why I hope that people think about who they're voting for going forward and thinking about serious issues and how they can affect everyone. Because it's not a joke, like, seeing how much the NHS is struggling right now. And it's, you know, shouldn't be the only time we're thinking about people who work for the NHS and stuff and what the NHS does for us. There are so many countries where healthcare is not free and readily available like it is here. And to see so many people sort of dismiss that, it's quite crazy.
And I agree wholeheartedly. I mean, look at, for example, America, where healthcare, one incident where your health fails costs literally, you know, tens of thousands of pounds. Whereas here, we are fortunate to not have that. And
yeah,
I can't remember what my point was.
Just being grateful for AHS.
But being grateful for AHS, and what's upset me or just frustrated me is the fact you have people who worked for AHS for years in this situation now. They're now calling the people who've retired to come and help.
That's how
people
overrun
who
they are.
Retired, they are older.
They've asked people from the Windrush generation as well.
Yeah, exactly. So you're asking people who are likely to die from what's happening to come and help, but then you treat them like shit prior. If it was me, I'd be like, you know, fuck you. Literally, as bad as it sounds, I'm like, you know, fuck you. How dare you ask me to come and help and risk my life when you treated me like shit when I was actually doing what I needed to do? Like, nah, it's insulting. It's actually genuinely insulting in my opinion. People, the Windrush, they're being deported. And then you were like, oh, come and help us during this pandemic. It's laughable, but horribly laughable, if that makes sense. It's it's unbelievable. Like, so I came to help, you sent me back, now you want me to help you again after you deported me because I wasn't, inverted commas, English, but now you want me to come and help and potentially risk my life. Not just my life, my family's life. People, you know, I should go and do all that because it's insulting. I can't deal with that sort of shit. I can't deal with it. I can't deal with it without getting too angry, if that makes sense. I'm going to leave it there, but I find it insulting the fact they're asking people of, you know, the Windrush, people who are retired to come, you know, to be like, oh, you need to go and help. Nah. If you didn't reduce the NHS to how it is now, reducing, you know, cutting bursaries, X, Y, Z, all this sort of stuff, then this wouldn't be necessary because I considered becoming a nurse. But I honestly did. But when everything was cut, I'm like, okay, I'm not sure. Maybe is that what I want to do? Because I'm not saying becoming a nurse is all about incentive, but at least be something there to encourage people to want to do it. And when you removed all of them, I'm like, well,
it's such a difficult job. Like, it's not simple at all. You're dealing with literally life and death scenarios every single day before this pandemic. And it's so much physical and emotional stress you go through every single day.
100%.
It's only being recognised.
So much more than they get right now.
It shouldn't take a pandemic for that to be appreciated, but I think it has.
It's a shame.
And people say politics shouldn't be brought into this virus situation. Why did I say virus like that? But like it is. This highlights the politics of the time, and if anything, our class system is going to be further affected because I think on the news the other day I heard that BAME, Black and Asian and ethnic minorities are especially in the working class are more likely to be affected by the virus due to socioeconomic situation. So that's quite mad to think about it like that.
Same in America. They said people who are of lower economic backgrounds, predominantly black people, will likely to be affected by it negatively. And it's just like, okay, cool, isn't it? Not cool, but I see how it is, isn't it? Be how it be, and it's just like, of course they are. Particularly in America, of course they are.
And I actually have a friend who works in a hospital in America, and she was saying how there was a patient who was positive with coronavirus, and he escaped from the hospital.
Escaped?
And I was like, what do you mean he escaped? And then she had to explain, it's probably because he couldn't afford.
It's thousands. People are bankrupt by it.
I was like, wow.
It's disgusting. It's actually disgusting. Literally
my jaw.
bankrupt by trying to keep healthy.
Can you imagine? That's the thing, we're so privileged to not relate to a situation where it's cheaper and it's cheaper to die. And like the fact that an Uber is cheaper than an ambulance, like.
And I've heard about how like A&E departments are like so empty these days because people are too afraid to like go to hospital and catch corona, and it just shows like how many people kind of maybe take advantage of the system and otherwise, but perhaps corona's put them off doing so.
No, I agree 100% because people are like, my thumb is hurting me. Let me get to hospital. It's just like,
just because you batted a fly earlier doesn't.
It's true. People love milking it. People love milking it. I was like, you're fine.
Yeah.
Because I'm convinced I fractured my thumb, but did I go to A&E? No.
Oh, that was on my car boot, wasn't it? I remember that. Just because you can't shut a car boot.
It hurts to this day, but am I in A&E? No, I'm dealing with it. I'm dealing with it.
Oh, you martyr.
The pain has gotten better.
Oh.
But I'm dealing with it.
Oh, such a strong black woman.
Yes.
That eats chip and dip.
Crackers.
Sorry.
I can't afford chips. They're expensive.
But going back to our topic and how lockdown has affected us, I mean, I think it's very important to, we've talked about kind of the wider society and what is highlighted, but what has it highlighted within ourselves? Like, have you learnt anything about yourself during this time in lockdown? I've learnt a lot about myself. I think I still am trying to figure out myself. I'm like a puzzle. I'm like it's a code I must break. But
I agree. I've learned that I need structure in my life as a whole.
Alright, we've lost Ali, but when she comes back, we'll just hear what she's have to say. What she has to say. I've lost my words. And Fleur's reminded me I didn't actually answer what I've learned about myself. Maybe that's why I'm such a puzzle to solve, because I didn't want to give you the answer. You had to figure it out. But you didn't, so it's fine. I gave no clues. I just thought you'd figure it out. To be fair, I don't know what I've learned about myself. I think I know... Yeah, I've already said I'm quite reliant on social interactions to distract me. I think it's also made me realise that all this time I was like, oh, my life's so busy. If I had time, I would work on my fitness and I would be, super slim and I'll be super confident and I've written that book I said I was going to write, and I've just realised that, no, I'm just a bit shit with that in general. Like, I could have all the time in the world and I'm not doing it. I've only just gotten back into my drawing. Follow ZED_CTMC. Buy a box or a heart and funds will half go towards a CTMC running an event in summer in London 2020 if we're let out. Another half will go to charity. But there's loads of other things that I said I would do, and I'm realising I seriously lack self-motivation. I can't go to the gym every day by myself. I need someone there. Or I need someone to tell me what to do. I can't tell myself to wake up at a certain time every day. I did it for like a week. I did do the Joe Wicks PE with Joe for a week, and then the minute the time went forward, I was up at 4-5 a.m. every day. So I wasn't getting up for no Joe. I wasn't getting up for no Joe. Wasn't getting up for me, let alone Joe. So do you know what I mean? So I was like, oh, okay. But then if anything, that kind of forced me. And my partner's he's really good, and he's so disciplined, and he's been doing so well on his projects, and he is like a positive voice in my life, but he's also strict as fuck. But he literally was just like, this is the time to do it. And I've started being able to do home workouts by myself. I've been able to slowly but surely discipline myself, but it's just not who I am. It's not who I am. I'm not that person. I'm not waking up 5 a.m. for jogs. I'm not gonna go against the grain of who I am, but I've learned that if I make things, it's almost like tricking myself. I have to trick myself into saying that it's like fun. Like if it's fun, then I'll do it. Because even with PE with Joe every day, I was like, he's great, but not every day, because that man talks non-stop. He's perfect for kids, but I'm just like, how are you doing lunges and you're still talking? Like, I know. And he's just like, right, 30-second break, shout outs, boom, okay, guys, lunge. I'm like, no, I just got out the lunge. So now you want me back in the lunge? I'm just gonna stay down. You want kicking me when I'm down. So that's what I learned about myself. I think I am a very relaxed person, but I've learned that I can trick myself into being productive. So I have to treat myself like a child. I mean, what about Fleur? What have you learned about yourself during lockdown and others?
I have realised that I could never be in a long distance relationship. Because... yes.
Like, oh no.
I just can't imagine doing this, but choice, like, I couldn't do it. And I also realised I couldn't live too far away from my sister either, because it is quite hard, and I just have to sort of keep positive and just interacting over like FaceTime and phone calls and stuff too.
You're quite close with your sister, aren't you? Right.
Yeah, and because I know it's been hard on her as well, so I just sort of joke around with her to just try and cheer her up. Yeah. And not make her feel like, sad and depressed. Yeah.
Fleur and her sister are quite close in age, but you look similar as well. And my favourite... My favourite story is because I've known Fleur since, was it year 7 that you came? So you came late in year 7, and I think I was, when they make kids feel important by giving them reception duty? So I was in the reception, and I saw both Fleur and her sister. I thought they were twins, and I was like, oh yeah, twins. And then when Fleur turned up to our tutor group and not the other one, I was like, what'd they do with the other one? I was so confused, and then like afterwards I was like, oh okay, they're not twins. So I'm not surprised to hear that you're like super close, because your sister's great. And so anything else you've learned about yourself? So you can't be in a long distance relationship, and you can't be away from your sister. That's quite sweet.
No, I think those are probably the main things I've learned over this period about myself. And about other people, something very, very disappointing is that a lot of people I know are quite selfish and quite reckless in terms of social distancing and doing stuff that they want to, not really considering how it affects the wider population. It's been quite frustrating to sort of having to witness that.
Ali, are you okay? Like, you whacked your head. I could just hear you breathing.
I was nodding, and I realised there's no pillow there.
You nodded.
There's bed head, there's metal, not pillow.
So you nodded so hard you nearly knocked yourself out.
And I've been, the way I'm like, it wouldn't take a lot now, so I'm like, nah, we move down.
Please be delicate. Okay, you just chill there for a bit. I'll go to you in a second. Let's go to someone else so you can recover. Thank you, Fleur. So the selfishness of others, very interesting. So much bass to your.
I am black. We have deep voices. Our octaves are lower.
So you add, it's like Salt Bay. You sprinkled another. Elle, what have you learned about yourself during this lockdown process? Oh, pause. Elle, go.
Yeah, I think during this process I've learned that I can trust myself quite a bit. I feel like I'm more disciplined and capable than I thought. So, for example, I've been trying new things like yoga, Pilates, other exercises that maybe I've done before but not really kept up consistently. And so they feel new. And I think I realised I could, keep working so you can progress with these things. And
That's nice.
I always thought, I wasn't motivated enough to do these things, but I found like now that I have more time that I can do it. But it did help actually initially having a friend who was sort of saying, let's get up and do the Joe Wicks workout, for example. Otherwise, it's easy to keep it up.
Wait, I missed that last bit. So you've got a friend that helps you wake up in time for Joe Wicks. What else?
We don't watch it live. We kind of watch it and play it back on YouTube. So it's not like as early as that, but it's still like forcing ourselves to get up, and the first thing you do is exercise in the day, so at least it's done. But yeah, I would say I'm not the type of person to get up early and go for a run, so I'm not going to beat myself up for not doing that.
Same here.
This isn't a time to like force yourself to be something that you're not. So I've learned to be content with what I am doing, and I've learned I'm patient, because obviously this lockdown does test your patience, tells you can't do things you usually like to do. I've had lots of things I've booked, like a trip or concerts cancelled or scheduled.
Same.
Definitely. That sort of does test your patience as well, and like usually like I like to have things like coming up in the year, but obviously now this whole year's kind of out of our control, so you just got to learn to sort of live with that. So yeah, it's been challenging, but we're adjusting.
Nice, thank you. Ali, you're right.
I am just thinking. I feel like, I think I agree a lot with what Alice said. I think a lot of what I've done is adjusting to the new lifestyle that we've been sort of forced to become accustomed to. It's not my preference, but unfortunately, for the good of mankind, this is what we have to be doing now.
It's not the worst heroic thing,
Exactly, it's not the worst thing. It's not like I'm not Superman turning the world backwards. However, I would do if I could. But going backwards, etc. It could be worse. But
I mean,
I think
Ali, what have you learned about yourself during this lockdown, though? Like specifically about yourself.
About myself specifically is I don't do well in quiet or stationary situations. I need to be out and doing something. And based on that, I think I'm going to make more of an effort to do so after this week. I've learned that, like, I spent a lot of time thinking about myself and my goals, etc., and then just sort of finding out what sort of person I am. Am I more docile? Am I more this? Am I more this? Ambitious, etc., etc.
Okay.
So it's been interesting, but I think my sort of first thing is to be more busy and just get more
projects in the pipeline.
Yeah, maybe realising certain projects and putting more effort into them. I think it's what I'm gonna try to do, essentially.
That's good. Sounds like we've all kind of been forced into a situation where we have to reflect and we have to learn about ourselves because that's who we've been left with. And I've just got to say, you know, thank you guys for sharing personal experiences, those around us. And we probably will revisit this topic during our lockdown series because this lockdown gonna be long. I should have called it the long lockdown. God, yeah, it's gonna be long. So maybe.
I just appeared on my phone like, oh, lockdown's gonna go on for another year till they find a vaccine.
A year.
I saw that. The way my heart stopped.
That's all I have to say.
I can't do this for. I mean, I'll have to, if I have to.
Not for a year.
I will find an underground party. Basically, Great Gatsby, 1920s, Prohibition era. Those parties will really. I don't have the budget, but I can believe.
Like a nice dress and a headband.
Trust you to think about the outfits. I'm thinking about how am I going to get the money.
Of course, you have to have.
Actually, Leonardo DiCaprio. Can you imagine him just being like, if I can't be on a yacht, I'm gonna be Gatsby. I can believe. Actually, then he dropped and I dropped.
I'll be the Great Gatsby. Oh, I don't know why I said
Get
that.
what? Wait, what? That's what? No. The Great. No. Oh God.
Leave me.
Fucking Daisy. Don't get me angry again about literature. But thank you, ladies. Unless you have any last opiniones. I've enjoyed this.
Yeah, same. It's been nice. It's been good.
Nice little chat.
100%.
Shall we say that maybe if this lockdown is still... I mean, we're still going to do this lockdown series of podcasts anyway. But maybe in about... If this lockdown is still going on past 3 or 4 months, let's hope that... Let's say in like 2 months' time, we'll do another chat about how the lockdown has affected us. And it'll be nice to do like a before and after, almost. Maybe we'll be completely different people by then.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Lost our plots by then.
If all our marbles are loose, that'll make for good listening at least. Alright. Let's all say goodbye. Remember CTMC brand at Twitter and Instagram. Remember can'ttouchmycrown.com. Click on the podcast tab and then you'll be able to listen to us on YouTube and SoundCloud. And that's it.
Goodbye. Thank you for listening. Bye.
Bye.